What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and hopefully you've watched the first two videos and you learned something, or maybe not, maybe you haven't seen them, who knows. But I am trying to do some stuff and teach you guys some stuff about photography and automotive photography and all of that stuff and help you become successful in what you're doing. And if you enjoy these videos and you have learned anything, you know, please subscribe, please like the video, leave a comment, let me know what's up, stuff like that. But anyways, today's video is top 10, well, not top 10, it's not a top 10, it's just 10 tips that I think will really help you become a better photographer or automotive photographer or even cinematographer. I mean, these are kind of applicable in both areas. One of my buddies helped me come up with the second 5. The first 5 were just the video was supposed to be just top 5 or 5 things that I had come up with. I don't know why I keep saying top, but five tips that I think will really help. They're kind of like must-know, kind of things that are overlooked in the community. Everybody that does these videos always immediately goes to, hey, you want to be an automotive photographer? You need a polarizer. All right, that's cool. We know, whatever. These are some tips, and hopefully they help you out and kind of outside of the realm of buying a camera or a lens or any of that stuff. So let's get started. Number one, I wanted to tell people, be careful where you take compliments. Like, a lot of people take a bunch of compliments from their friends on Facebook and they get gassed up, and that's awesome. You know, it's awesome to hear love and whatever else, but surround yourselves with other professionals or other people that are better than you that actually have knowledge of, like, you know, technical photography stuff, and, you know, join groups, surround yourself with other people that are working, other people that you feel are on your level or better. And, you know, basically try to put yourself in groups that are filled with people that are better than you. That way you can learn from them and continue to progress on. Because if you surround yourself in an echo chamber of, oh my God, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best, sure, it sounds great and it boosts your ego up, but you will literally stunt your growth, and you will progress slower because you're not hearing the honest criticisms, and you're not hearing the things you need to hear to get better. I find a lot of people who come to these photography groups always say, oh, everybody's so mean, but the reality is, if you sift through a lot of the comments, there's a lot of people really trying to help you out and really trying to help you get better, especially on Facebook in those groups, which is kind of what replaced the forums of the past. A lot of the big dudes that you follow who are automotive photographers today were on forums together 15 years ago. If you're an OG and you remember this, there was like a forum called Axis Photo, and there was another forum called Diesel Station. A lot of the dudes that you know, like, I mean, even Andrew Link or Nate Hasler or any of those dudes, they were all on there back in the day. So anyways, moving forward, hopefully that made sense. Hopefully, you know, don't kill your friends, accept the compliments, appreciate the love, but, you know, understand that they may not know anything about the aesthetics and they're really just hyped on you doing things. So they're being supportive. Show them love too. Moving on, number 2, pre-plan your shoots. A lot of people I know just wing it. They just wing it and hope for the best, and like, that's it. And sure, you know, the thing is, like, sure, luck might get you a shoot, but preparation will really take you to the next level. Planning your shoots, having your stuff together, having an idea, like matching the car color to like the backgrounds, matching your model to the backgrounds, you know, matching the outfit to what you're doing or whatever. It really helps build a story or a narrative or your images, so that your images can tell a story. It's something that I feel is overlooked, and I feel like a lot of people are really interested in what I'll talk about later, is like how you get likes on social media. You know, it's different than actual talent. So anyways, moving on. Hopefully that made sense. That wasn't too forward or anything like that. Number 3, it might hurt some people's feelings, but you have to stop complaining that your friends won't pay you $30 to $50 for photo shoots, and that your friends don't respect your time or whatever, and that your friends want free photos of their cars, blah, 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 or whatever like that. The reality is, those aren't your clients. Those aren't the people that you want as clients as an automotive photographer. Essentially, you need to have passion for what you're doing, obviously, but you have to do passion projects. You have to find cars that are going to help you build a portfolio and shoot them for free. It's not really free. It's trading your time for, you know, or trading your time to them for them to let you use their car to help build up your imagery and grow your brand. If you literally try to build a portfolio off of $30 photo shoots from people who are only willing to pay 30 bucks for photos, typically speaking, you're not going to have a great portfolio of things. And you're just not setting yourself up for success. You're literally setting yourself up to be bottom tier mediocre. I mean, it's just counterproductive. If you really are passionate about wanting to progress in this craft as a photographer, you have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in your gear. You have to invest in models. You have to invest in cars. You have to really build yourself up and really put yourself around the right things to continue to progress yourself through the ranks and grow. People who are professionals, who are making a living from this, still shoot passion projects for cars they really think are dope or really will fit their portfolios. So, I mean, don't let anybody tell you if you're not getting paid, you're not doing the right thing. Passion projects are a big thing. Shooting stuff to build your portfolio in the direction that you want to go is important. If you want to be a wedding photographer, it doesn't make sense for you to be shooting music videos. You need to focus on shooting stuff that has to pertain to that, as couples or maternity stuff or whatever, just in that realm of things, so that people know that, hey, this is what you're doing and this is where your end goal is. So hopefully you keep that in the back of your mind as you're building up and growing as a photographer. Number 4, this is another one that, you know, it might hurt some people's feelings somewhere in there, but you have to be in competition with yourself. You can't be in competition with every and anybody. I have friends that are literally in competition with Joe Blow just because they're from the same town as them, and I'm always telling them, like, look, you're competing on a local scale when you should be focused on a global scale. Compete with yourself, get better, progress on. Don't worry about what they're doing. Worry about what the community's doing. Get criticism from everybody. Take it all in and keep growing. Grow beyond what your neighborhood is. There's so many people out there doing so many crazy things. There's no reason that you should be focusing on what your neighbor's doing. Like, you can grow. There's so much crazy stuff out there. You can't limit yourself. If you're in competition with people that may not be as good as you, you're hindering yourself. You should never take shots down. You should always aim up and shoot above you. If you're in college, if you're playing college basketball, you should be trying to be in the NBA. You shouldn't be trying to fight high schoolers. That's just how you get better. It's the comparisons. You don't take lessons from people who aren't up to par with what you're doing. You always look to the people that are better, who are doing more creative stuff, who are building images, and like that's where you have to, like, you know, just place your mindset and, hey, I don't want to be the best one in the room. That's essentially what I'm getting at. You always want to be somebody that's taking in knowledge and learning. Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully I didn't go anywhere. Hopefully I didn't offend anybody. But anyways, moving forward, clean your camera. Clean your camera and clean the ground. These are two things that I feel are super overlooked. There's nothing worse than having to clean spots out of photos. And if you're shooting video, I don't even know how you clean the spots out. So you're just screwed. You get spots in your footage and you lose your footage that you spent your whole day shooting. So make sure your sensor's clean. The other thing is, if you can bring a small broom to locations and sweep the ground up, that makes such a big difference. You either don't have to clone it out or you don't have to avoid it when you're doing it in post when you're filming. It sucks. It sucks to have to clean 400 pictures or whatever, however many pictures you have, and there's dirt on the ground. There's like some little piece of garbage that you literally could have kicked out of the way. That's something to keep in mind when you're going to shoots. Just make sure the background matches what you're trying to do. I mean, sure, if you're doing a grungy shoot and you want it to be all crappy and whatever, sick. By all means, use the crap on the ground. But if you're not and you want to be clean, move the crap out of the way. It's for the best. Number 6. This is number 6. Insurance. Insurance is important, and insure your gear. You don't realize it yet, but then this stuff adds up super fast. Like, you know, like the camera setup, like you have a $2,000 camera, a $2,000 lens, and a $1,500 Adamus, and a $1,500 Ronin, and a $600 controller, and this, that, and the third, and all of a sudden you're walking around with $10,000 worth of stuff. You go in to eat at a restaurant, like what happened to Crispy recently, and they lost $30,000 worth of stuff. Their insurance covered it, luckily, but imagine if they didn't have insurance, how bad that situation would have been. So just keep that in mind. Insurance apparently for gear is super cheap. I've heard people paying as much as like $8 a month or something like that just to insure their gear. So, you know, again, keep that in the back of your mind when you start to get more serious, or even now you can start looking for insurance. Number 7, backing up your photos. My buddy Ernie Lemon, who runs the Lemons Photography, told me that as a wedding photographer, they do 2 backups on site, 1 backup in the cloud. He said he recommended a website called Backblaze. He said if not that, then Dropbox. If not that, then get your own server, something to host all your images. Especially as you're growing as a photographer or videographer, you want to back up your stuff. I mean, you could build a NAS or a Drobo or whatever, a RAID setup or whatever. You can build all that stuff. That's cool too. But just having backups of your stuff for the future, so you can come back and look and grow, or look and see how you grew. Or maybe you just need footage later on in life. Somebody hits you up and they say, hey, I want to buy that clip from vlog number 121 or whatever. You have it in order. You have it situated. It just helps you in the long run. If you watch Casey Neistat's vlogs, he has backups of everything he's ever shot in his entire life in his studio. So, I mean, take it from some of the other professionals. Back your stuff up and be safe about it, More than one backup is always better. So, moving to number 8. This is something I was going to touch on earlier, but try not to stump yourself and get discouraged with yourself looking at likes. It's really easy to look at number value and think, oh my God, this person's really doing it. They're doing super well because they have a lot of likes. The reality is if you want to be an artist, you want to be a photographer, you want to be a cinematographer, you want to be any of this stuff, a lot of the time likes are generated from subject matter as opposed to artistic vision. You can have the most baller, well lit, well composed, composited image, and it might not get as many likes as a Supra in a parking lot. And you just have to understand that there's a difference between subject matter and artistic value. You're not going to get hired by the kid who double clicks heart on a Supra picture. You want someone that's going to come to you and say, wow, you really understand composition, you really understand what you're doing, I want you to build my brand with me, or I want to hire you to shoot my photos, or whatever. Something to that effect. You just can't get caught up on the social media stuff. But if you are, and you want to market yourself properly, just understand, put out quality work, be consistent. Consistency is the key to all success. If you're consistent with what you're posting on the internet, in your Instagram or your Tumblr or your Twitter or whatever, people will follow. It just takes time to build it up. The people with subject matter of reblogs or reposted images, sure, they'll get likes now, but it's not long term. It doesn't last forever. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't make a difference. Focus on your craft, grow your brand, grow yourself, and it will come. It's slow. It's a slower process for you to get good that way, but trust me, you'll be happier in the long run. The long run, when your whole feed looks the way you want it to look, with your images built the same way, or built the way you like them to look, and shot exactly how you want them to be shot. Number 9. This is something that I think a lot of people overlook, and I don't think it's so much an overlooked because you're here watching this video, but a lot of people want shortcuts and stuff. Like, they want to know the easiest way to do something or whatever, but use your resources. You can literally search anything on YouTube and there's got to be a tutorial for it. Somebody somewhere has come up with a tutorial for it. If it's not on YouTube, ask questions in the Facebook groups. Ask questions on Instagram. Hit up your favorite artist in a DM. Ask them how they did something. If you have a 50-50 chance of somebody figuring it out and helping you out, or, they'll tell you to keep searching. I mean, no one knows, whatever. There's just that chance that somebody will help you. If not, hell, ask me, I'll try and figure it out for you. I'm here to help. I want to help. I want to do these videos so that I can teach people some stuff and, hopefully grow the community and everybody enjoys what we're doing, but you have resources at your fingertips. Don't waste your opportunity to just Google it. If you can't find it on Google, hey, ask the question. We're here. All the professionals, everybody. Even when I started out, people were answering my questions before I was anything and ever had any kind of talent or skill or anything. People were still responding because I was polite and nice and I was just trying to say hi and stuff like that. Sometimes reach out to your heroes. Sometimes they'll help you. And don't get discouraged if they don't. Sometimes they're busy. And 10, this is the final tip that I have, basically. Shoot for passion. Shoot because you like what you do. Shoot for fun. Go out and have a good time. If you don't enjoy doing it, find something else to do. This is an art. Artistry has to be built around some form of passion, or I mean, for some people it's pain, but it's an outlet. It should be a creative outlet. You need to do what you're doing because you want to do it. There are too many people that think, oh, photography is easy money, or weddings are easy money, or this, that, or the third, and they get burned out. This stuff gets tedious, it gets hard, it's draining on you as you're growing, but you grow because you love doing it. And when you love doing something, passion first, the rest will follow, right? That's the saying. So don't chase the money early on, shoot because you love it, and things will follow up. Hopefully these tips helped, and yeah, I guess that's really it for now. Again, if you like these videos, I'm going to be doing some more stuff. I'm going to shoot some event coverage and stuff like that like I normally do. I'm going to do podcast again. I mean, just trying to line some stuff up, and again, subscribe, please, if you enjoyed this. Like, comment, I don't know, you know, I don't want to be lame and be like, smash that like button, but, I mean, it helps. So, see you guys in the next one. Thank you. And use a polarizer if you shoot cars.